everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and today we are going to continue on with our healing folio. We're going to make the accordion pocket. Let me show it to you on the other journal that I made. This is the accordion pocket, and so here's the flap we just made, and then on the back side is going to go this accordion pocket. So you're going to want pages 13, 12, and that's it, 13 and 12. So I am going to cut these out and ink them. You don't need to ink the accordion sides. I'm trying to think if you even need to, what do you need to ink? You need to ink the flap and the body. And the rest, the other two, you don't need to ink. And then I will be back. Okay, we've got these cut out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take these two pieces and we're going to glue them like this. Just flip over this one. And I put the, let me show you what this is going to be. Okay, I hope this doesn't confuse anybody because I switched this out. So what I have here, I have this one, and this, you know, the flap is bigger than the body when it's shut. And so I thought I'm going to switch this and put the flowers up here and the pink down at the bottom so that it shows more. So I've switched those. But when you open it, the other piece of this is this inside piece. And on this one, I put the poppy at the top. And so that's your inside piece. And so you can pick which one you like the best. If you like the poppy, because it's just going to show a little bit at the top. If you like the poppy the best, you can put the poppy at the top. If you like the roses, you can flip it around and that's what will show. So pick your side. I like poppy, so I'll probably keep doing it that way. But then this will be the body. And so what we have to do is flip it over and glue it like about, let me use a ruler so I can tell you. It's going to be about a 1/2 inch. You're going to overlap them. So let me just, since I'm telling you to do it, I've got to do it too. So let's say 1/2 inch. And we're going to glue it so that when it's glued and you flip it over, this end down here is what will show. So I'm going to put my glue and then like that. So now get your scoreboard out. I'm going to let that sit and glue for just a minute. We're going to go ahead and score the flap. Now, I like the look of around the corner better, so I'm just going to cut those off. And then I'm going to score. Now, the line to score it is up into the design. I always run my designs over on the fold so that there's not a white flash when it folds. Just something from when I did this for a job. So the line is here. So I'm going to fold that. And then we're going to fold this. So here's the inside of your envelope. And then you're going to fold this so that it comes up to not quite the top. Now don't fold it down here. Well, I mean, you can fold it down here because we're going to score it. So I'm going to score that line. But then I'm going to score the line next to that. And let's see, I want it to go, and then on the other side of it. So I'm going to score like 3 lines. So, you know, score 3 or 4 lines, and that allows for thicknesses. Like if you decide to put a bunch of cards in here, you'll have room to do that. So I'm going to fold those score lines, if it'll let me. And that lets it be rounded on the bottom and give you space to put things. Okay. And then we're going to take our 2 side pieces and score those every 1/2 inch. So here's 2 I'm going to do at the 1/2 inch, and 3 and 3 1/2, and 4. Both of those. And we're going to zigzag them, concertina or accordion. And then we're going to glue these on, we're going to glue them on one side first. So let's see, you want these to be like mirror images of each other. So wait a minute. Okay, so this way. Okay. Yeah, so these are mirror images of each other. So see how this flap points out, this one points out, the design is on the outside, the design is on the outside. And so I'm going to put my glue on this edge. And glue this. Actually, I'll put it on this one. Just kind of center it on here and make sure it goes to the edge. And then let's see. Okay, making my bottom piece go out like this one does. Glue this. And put it about the same place. Just going to kind of eyeball it and glue that right up to the edge. And then we're going to glue it to this back piece. And I'm letting that bottom kind of be rounded. So you don't want to flatten it out and push it really tight, because it'll push this up and then it won't open. It won't open up for things. So you want to make sure this bottom is kind of squared, and that's where you're going to glue it. So put your glue on there. It's pretty forgiving, so don't worry too much about it. And I'll put it over here. And then probably help if I had a flat surface to put this on. Easier said than done. Okay, so I'm going to push these down, and then I'm going to just kind of shut that gently so that the bottom is rounded, and then glue it. This is sticking out a little bit, so I'm just going to try to push it back a little bit. Art glitter glue doesn't like to be moved, but oh well. Okay, and there you've got that. And then you're going to take the flap, and this is going to glue behind here and shut. And so now we've got to do our circles again. So decide what color circles you want. I think I might want black on this one. I don't know. Let's see if it'll show up on this. I think it will. Yep. And there. And then I'll get two plain circles that you've glued. And stack those up together. Get your awl and a ruler. Lay these down. And so this flap is 8 inches. So you're going to want to punch a hole at 4 inches across and make sure that you've allowed room for the circle. So I think about there would probably work. So I'm going to line up my 8 inches. There's 4. And actually, just a little bit down there. So there's my hole. And then find my styrofoam and get my 2 circles lined up. Eyeball where the middle is. And I said before, it's probably easier to do on the white side. Poke a hole in there. And then we need our little brads. And put your brad through. And on here. And then flatten out the feet and the back. And now this one is going to be a little trickier, but we'll be able to do it. It'll take a little bit of time getting those feet separated. Okay, so let's put this together so you can see how far down this will come. So if this is here, the circle needs to be like here. So something like here, but only in the middle. So something like that. Okay. I'm gonna pop the hole. Oh, there it is. Well, it made me clean my table off anyway. I apologize, you guys. I am a messy. If you've ever heard those kind of lectures on people being messies or people that are neat, I'm a messy. I don't even see the mess, and I know some of you guys are probably appalled at the stack of stuff I work on sometimes, but that's just how I do it. Okay, get the center. And put your brad through it. Okay, and then you put it through the hole in your envelope. Okay, put that in, and then look down in there and spread those out. And then get your string that you want to use. Wax linen thread is what I'm using. Okay, put those together. Okay, I'm just guesstimating. All right, so now we're going to glue this tab back here. Okay, so now we're going to take our frame, and this is going to go on the back, but we're going to want to put a piece of paper back here first. Actually, I'll leave that off. So we've got our cardboard, we've got this, and so you've got cardboard shows here and cardboard shows here. So we're gonna pick out some paper, whatever you like. I've got a scrap here. I'm just gonna cut a piece of this, put it there to take up the slack, so to speak. Let's see. Yep. And you want to glue it here to this edge. We put the washi tape over there so it wouldn't show. And now this is kind of your second layer of defense. And then we can ink it, ink the edges after it's on there, whatever ends up showing. And then this will glue sort of centered on here. And don't forget this bottom has got like 3 folds. Just go to the first fold. Don't flatten it because you want it to have that thickness to be able to hold your cards. Okay. So I'm going to try and get a hold of this. And center it. Well, I didn't center it. I ended up putting it right on the edge. Oh, well. That's all right. Okay, and then, so then when you open it, this is what shows. Now, you still need a piece for this flap, or you can stamp it or paint it, or however you want to decorate this. And let's see. I'm going to use, I'm just going to use a piece of this gel plate print that I made. I'm going to trim this white edge off and go from there. Okay. Okay, so that'll go down. Yeah, looks like that'll work. Okay. And then I'll trim this around here. And then if you want to ink around it, you can. And that is your accordion fold pocket. So now we've pretty much completed all of this part. So we're going to go, I think we'll start maybe on the next video. This will be a short video probably. We'll start on the next video and work on this front panel. So anyway, I hope that was fun to watch, and I hope you're making your own, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.